Hey everyone, I'm Andrew, and welcome to Tech Check. In today's video, I'll be unboxing the 9-Cube action camera that I picked up off Amazon. So the 9-Cube action camera is 20 megapixels, records 4K Ultra HD video, and has a 170-degree wide-angle 6G fisheye lens. The 9-Cube action camera has EIS Intelligent Anti-Shake, which eliminates frame shakes and gives you stable and smooth pictures, as well as a long standby time, 1200 milliamp large capacity battery, which will give you 120 minutes of recording. Also, this is waterproof for up to 30 meters deep, while in its included IP68 waterproof case. Now usually, I would have already taken off this shipping type bag. However, it doesn't feel like it's in a box. It kind of feels like it's in its own case of some sort, so I figured I'd just start like this. And since it seems to be in its own kind of case, I don't want to damage it, so I'm just going to use scissors instead of my unboxing knife, and we're just going to cut the side here. If we can cut it. There we go. And yeah, it does kind of, yeah, okay. We'll rip this open for you and show you, yeah, so it's got a zipper out, so it's in like a carrying case. That's nice. Alright, let me just get rid of the packaging and we'll check it out. Okay, so I got rid of the packaging and quickly looked on the Amazon ad, but didn't say anywhere that I was getting a carrying case, so I guess that's kind of a bonus. However, when I did check out the review pictures, I did see some people had it, so alright, I would have known if I would have looked. But anyways, this is, I guess, with a little handle here, your 9-Cube action camera carrying case. Seems to be closed with this zipper right here, so we're just going to unzip this, which it's nice and smooth. Show you that. That's very smooth. And it should just open up right here to reveal, okay, there's the camera right there and the whole amount of accessories that come with it. Now, I'm not going to know what all these accessories are actually for or what they do, if I can get that all on camera for you. But I'll try and go through it and maybe explain the ones I do know and look up the ones I don't know. Going over the accessories, first thing we're going to do is start with the manual. It's got multiple different languages. However, the one I'm looking for is English, which I found in the very back. And it gives you getting started, precautions, just video modes, audio modes, picture modes, all that different stuff. Your frame rates, resolutions. But what I'm actually looking for, there's where you would get the app, because you need a certain app to use this, as far as I know, with your Wi-Fi and stuff like that. And there's the page I was looking for. All your accessories listed, telling you about the waterproof case and stuff. So I'm just going to move this to the top so I have it to review as we look over all the accessories that came with this. First things first is the spare battery. Now we've already gone over the batteries, so I don't really need to go over it again. But that's the first thing that comes with it. Next thing is the waterproof housing. I did show you how this comes off. You have a little hinge right on the bottom here for this back door, where we did see that it did come with a second back door in case maybe this breaks or something. It does have a little mechanism here to clip it on. Buttons on 3 of the sides, the front, the 2 up and down, and then your select button at the top, so that you can access and use your camera while it's in this case. You cannot, however, access the side ports for charging and stuff like that. I did take the bottom off just so we could look at everything individually. There does seem to be a little piece of plastic here. We'll just pull that off. A little peel for you. And then on the other side, there's a little peel on the back. We'll just take that off. Oh, look how clear that is. I was worried it was a little scratched up, but just all on the peel. So that's it. And these, by the way, these buttons are like spring-loaded. There's no click or anything because they're just to hit the buttons on the camera. All the same, they are kind of tight, but I'm sure they'll work themselves in over time. Something I'll have to maybe follow up with. Then after that, we have what was holding the mount on the bottom. They call this just the long screw, one of your accessories. After that, we have the actual mount that was on the bottom of it. I believe, yes, this little buckle mount right here. It was just on the bottom of the camera. Screw goes right in. So that's what it came installed on. Just look at it more right there. Screw would go right through here. And this would be the same with all your mounts. You would use this screw on all your little mount pieces. Showing you the next one is the little J-mount clip. See, it would clip into one of those things, your shoe or whatever. And then, of course, the screw goes in there. You put your case on there, your whatever, however you have it mounted. So that's that mount right there. Then you have, going over a few more things here. This is a tripod mount adapter. There is 2 of them. As you can see, it's got the little screw with the little tightening, so you can get it exactly where you need it. And then, of course, once you put it on, you have the bolt and everything if you need to tighten it to something. Put that over to the side. Then you have 3 little arms right here. Pivot arms is what they're called. 3 separate sizes. 2 going this way, 1 on the side, all with their own arms, or screws, I should say. So that's neat. They give you little pivot arms for getting your camera just in that right position, depending on what you need it for. Looking at this manual again, we have the clip. So this is a second clip that I believe goes onto the back of this somehow, maybe. Oh, maybe not. Oh, does it? Does it? I don't know. We'll find out. Yes, so it goes on the back of this, or it could go into a buckle or something. But that fits right in there, like that. And then you have a little hinge, little clip right here, so you can clip it onto something. As you can see, the camera, not in the housing, the camera itself, if I can remember where I even put it, here we go, would fit right inside of this, just like that. Yep, I didn't know that, but it does. Then you have a screw there if you want to put it on a tripod or something. Let's see, does this screw fit? No. But we did have that little tripod one. Where did I put that? Here it is. If you can see right there, fits just perfect right there. And then to get the camera out, you just pull that out, pull the camera up, move that to the side. And to remove this, it's just a little clip, so it should just slide right up, right? It's very tight, so that's good, and letting you know that it's probably not going to slip away anywhere when you're filming. Now we're almost through everything here. We have one more little tripod mount right here, just with a little screw on the bottom. Then you have your handlebar connection right here. That doesn't have to go on handlebars. It can go on pretty much any bar that it'll fit around. It has a little rubber grip that'll loosen up. You wrap that around. Let's see if I can just separate this and show you. Now that that's nice and loose, you got this little rubber grip right there that'll grip around the bar. Put it in here, tighten it up. Now it's not glued in, so you don't want to lose that, because just this plastic might not hold as great. Then, as I said, we have the second back panel that would go on this. They look identical. These kind of seem to stick out a little bit farther than those ones. That's what would touch against the touch screen, I guess. Oh, look at how bad that is right now. I'll wipe that off with something in a minute. But yeah, so we have another peel on this. I'm not going to peel that off. I'm going to keep it from getting all scratched up. We're almost done here. 2 more mounts right here. And these, I was right, are helmet mounts. So there's 2 different types, one with a screw, one without. And you just take the adhesive off, put it on, stick it where you need it. Then get something like your little clip mount, J-clip mount. Shove it right in there. And there you go. You have a little helmet mount. You can put your case on here. Put your screw through. And there you go. You got an adjustable little mount to put right on your helmet. That's pretty neat, eh? But so yeah, you have that one right there. And then a secondary that doesn't have the screw hole. So like this one could go on a tripod or something. This one, no screw hole. I don't know. It could go somewhere. And then last but not least, we have this little battery and the included remote control. Now, what came with this remote control, if I can find it over here, is this little wrist strap. That's what this part was for. Would obviously go through these two little parts so you can have it right on your wrist right there. So we got the wrist strap, you got the little remote. There's already, as you can see, battery must be in it because it's lighting up. So this is a spare battery. That's nice that they included that. I have a bunch, but it's okay. But really, that's about it for all the accessories. So now that we looked at all the attachments for the 9-cube 4K Ultra HD action camera, let's take a look at the last couple accessories that came with it, as well as the camera itself. Starting up here, we have a spare battery that is also included with this, which is nice that it gives you 2 batteries. Model S009R. You got your caution warnings on that side. It's a rechargeable lithium-ion battery pack at 3.85 volts and 1200 milliamps, made in China. As you can see here, it has a little charger included that is USB powered, with this also included little micro USB cable. It's short, but it'll get the job done. And to charge them, I believe you just put the battery right in the slot. Yep, and it clicks right in there. So it's actually in pretty stable. I can hold it, I can shake it, it's not going to come out. To release it, I'm going to guess I just pull this. Yep, and it unclicks. So that's pretty neat. Oh, and on this charger itself, there's also a channel 1 and channel 2 and 2 LEDs. I'm assuming would glow either when it's charging or charged to indicate the status of the battery. On the back, you have your double charging dock with the model number, your input and output, as well as your warnings. But that's it for the battery and the charger. Over here, we have the included microphone, which would attach right here on the side of the camera. And it's neat that they include this because a lot of things I've heard about action cameras is the internal mic isn't really that great, especially, well, we'll just say it's not that great usually on action cameras. This is my first ever action camera, so, you know, you can't quote me on that, but it's just what I've read online. So it's nice that they included this. I don't know the quality. It is fairly long. As you can see, it's just a little regular attachment there. Has kind of a windscreen. Let's see if we can pop this off and see underneath it. This little clip's kind of holding it on. There we go. Okay, it's just a little cylinder type mic with some perforation at the top and sides for airflow and maybe whatever, pick up. So put that back on there and look at the camera itself. Now looking at the camera itself, as you can see on the left side here, you have the power/mode button. Right underneath that, letting you know that this is a 4K Ultra HD action camera. You have the little Wi-Fi symbol. It's telling you it's Wi-Fi capable in the bottom right. Right underneath the lens here, which little nice decorative cutout, you know, just not leave it all just plain. Going right to the top, you have obviously with the red circle there, that's what I'm guessing would be the record button. Right next to an LED, probably lights up when you're recording or power or something like that. We'll check that out in a minute. Little sticker here, which I'll just take off if I can, because it's kind of ugly and annoying. Let's hope it doesn't leave any residue, and it does. So get some Goo Gone or something, and we'll get rid of that. Maybe after enough use, it'll just wear out. Yeah, it's wearing out nicely. Then right on this side here, you have your up and down, which cycle through your menus, stuff like that. Switching to the opposite side, you have your microphone jack for the included microphone, or a microphone of your choice. Right next to that is a mini HDMI port, as well as a micro USB for charging and file transfer, as well as a micro SD slot. And now for this camera, they are recommending a class 10 32 gigabit card. I'm not sure why. People have asked about 64s and they say it's not the best, but there has been cases where 64s have worked in this. And other than that, I think that's about it. Oh, we got the bottom right here, which could only be your battery bay. So we're just going to open this up and check it out. Oh, I don't have any nails, sorry. There we go. So you just put some pressure on that and lift, and it comes right off, doesn't stay on at all. And you have your little flap here for pulling out the battery, and we'll just try that. There's a little click, so it is in there good. It's not going to fall out on you. You do have to actually pull it out. And then as you can see, it's the same battery as the included replacement that I have at the side here. Rechargeable lithium ion, 3.85 volts, 1200 milliamps. Your 3 connectors right here. Looking inside, if you can see that, there is the 3 little pins in there where it would connect to. Let's check, see if we can get this in backwards. So putting it in this way would be the wrong way. And yes, it does go in. So you want to be careful because you don't want to damage those pins in there, right? So always make sure you line up your pins with that and just slide it in properly. Little tail seems to go on this side here. Push it right in until it clicks. Now it's in. You get your little cover. Has a little lip on the edge there, if you can see that, which would go inside there. Put that in. Oh, it seems to be a pretty tight fit. Let's get that. Click it down, and there you have it. That's the battery for the camera. Now, switching to the back side, which you can't really see much. I did take the peel off because it was super reflective, however, didn't change much. Now, it's not a full screen and it's not a touch screen. I'm not sure if you can see, yeah, you can kind of see the edges. I'm going around with the light right now. Let me try and wipe off some of these fingerprints for you quickly. So I cleaned it up a little bit. Let's hold the front button and power it on. I'm holding the button now. 2, 3, 4. So it took about 3-4 seconds. I might have counted a little fast to turn itself on. And there you have it. As you can see, it's right now at 1080p, 60 frames per second. I'm not sure what that means. You have a date and time down here, but that's not the right date. It's probably because it's never been set or something. Actually, what I've heard about this camera in reviews is that the date actually doesn't stay set on this camera. You have to keep, reset it every time you change the battery. Down in the bottom right here, oh, so it has kind of a, I guess, a screensaver setting where it automatically turns off the screen. Guessing at 30 seconds since it's been going for 39. Then you have a little microphone logo down there letting you know that, it's recording audio too. Battery indicator, SD card indicator in the top right. And as I said already, the frames and resolution you have up there. We're going to try and go through the menu. So I'm going to push the front button with my finger and there we go. That really didn't do anything. Oh, that changed it to photo mode if you notice. So that's not a menu button, but now there's, instead of a video camera, it's showing a picture camera at 20 megapixels. So that's neat. Let's put it back to video. Just by no file. Okay. So pushing it again, put it to your files. Pushing it one more time, still no file. Pushing it again. All right, put me in my video settings. So if you keep pushing the front button, it takes you to your settings. As you can see, there's an up and down arrow. So that would, I'm guessing, mean there's multiple pages. Starting with this one here, this would be video settings. It has the video resolution, EIS, which I think is the stabilization, looping video. You can use the buttons on the right side. Yep. Just to go through up and down. Then you have the time lapse, your slow motion, and your audio record. So you can change whether you want it to record audio or not, which is good. So back at the top here, we have video resolution. I'm going to quickly go into there by clicking the top button, which I believe to be the select button. Yep. That shows you all the different video resolutions this is capable of recording in, starting with 4K 30 all the way down to an EIS 720p at 120 frames per second. The EIS modes, I believe, would be the stabilized mode. So if you wanted to film stabilized or non-stabilized. There is also another section where you can turn off the EIS I saw. I'm going to push the front button, I believe, to back out of here. Yep, there we go. As you can see, it's still on the EIS 1080p 60. EIS is on. Looping video. I'm going to push the menu button again, because that should cycle me through these menu pages. Yep, and we're in photo settings now, letting you know that it just has the one page for photo resolution, time-lapse, and burst photo options. Going to the next page is your general settings to turn on and off Wi-Fi, your remote, and set your volume. Oh, there's 4 pages here, so let's just go cycle through. You can turn on and off the beep, change your exposure, your white balance, your ISO, which I'm not sure what that is, your effects, your contrast, saturation, and sharpness. And then the last page, I believe, is letting you check your system settings, which is the language, car mode on and off, power off in 3 minutes, date and time. Let's just actually go back to power on and off and select that. So it gives you options of either, there's never turn off unless I guess you turn it off yourself. 1 minute, 3 minute, and 5 minutes. So that's some good like eco settings, I would guess, battery saving settings. We'll keep it at the 3 minutes. And then again, top button to make your selection. Front button to return out of the menu. Up and down to cycle through. Then here's where you would set your date and time. The date format. The stamp, I'm guessing whether you want the date in to show in your videos or not. Your frequency. Upside down if you're going to be mounting this camera upside down. Then again, oh, there's your screensaver. Let's quickly pop in there and see what the options are. You have screensaver either off, 30 seconds, 1 minute, and 3 minutes. So it's good you can actually turn it off. That's nice. Sometimes you want to see what you're filming, right? And we'll just back out of that. Keep it at 30 seconds for now. And go to the final page here, letting you format your card, reset the camera, or check your firmware version. Gonna go one more time, which is your exit page. Press the shutter button to exit. Shutter button, okay, so I press the top shutter button, and now we're out. So I thought I'd end this video with some footage from the camera that I'm unboxing, using the included external mic, which I'm talking on, and you can make up your mind for yourself on whether this is a good camera or not. But if you do like this camera, want to learn more about it, or pick one up for yourself, I'll have some links posted in the description below where you can do just that. And if you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and possibly subscribe. I'm Andrew, and this was Tech Check.